Hey y'all, welcome. This is Messy Mondays with your host, Avalaura, your life coach and intuitive consultant. And we're back after a break. Happy New Year. We are entering into a new year. Excited about that. For those of you watching, whether you're on the replay, whether you're catching us live, say hello, let us know your comments, let us know your thoughts. Like, I want to hear from you too. There was a lot going on in this episode. This was episode 13, I think it was. So we got a lot to talk about today, especially since we missed a week, and I'm glad that one last week. I thought we were going to miss it because I had a speaking engagement and I was not in town. But when I looked, they didn't do an episode last week. So I was really grateful. So I didn't miss anything. So we just going on business as usual. So give us a shout out in the comments if you see us, you want to say hello. And I'm going to let my co-host introduce herself.
Well, hello and hi everybody. How you doing this evening? Let me just say this: Happy New Year! Happy Sunday after. Well, sorry, Happy Monday after the Eagles won, and we are here in the DMV. My name is Lillian, and I'm happy to join my I guess my Reiki mentor, the person who brought me into Reiki, Avalaura. I'm happy to join her. I am a person in the DMV who does therapy and does healing, and I'm happy to be part of the show this evening. However, also I do throw shade, so
Oh, we got the fan. We got the fan. Yes, there was
I do
plenty
do
of
that.
shade thrown this episode, right? So we got a lot of shade
Yes,
to talk about. But first,
yes.
let me just talk about the shade. I love how you come up here to talk about the Eagles when we talking about the Real Housewives of Potomac and the Commanders won.
Who
How
who
about
won?
that? Exactly, Commanders. Anywho, you see that? She already throwing shade. Like, really, you and I. But anyway, I don't even care about no football. You know, I just got a football family, so I just got to roll with the punches. So I see all the games. I don't care though. Let's just be clear. All right, but for those of you who do care, Commanders won. How about that? Anyway, let me not even go there. This episode was. This is Messy Mondays. We might as well have just called it
Mm,
Messy Mia.
mm.
It was all about Mia. If y'all notice, they started the show out talking about Mia, and they ended the show talking about Mia. I mean,
But
what
then,
are y'all
but can I say this? Her
please?
mouthpiece, side piece, I think one of the guests on your show called her side
Jacqueline,
piece. Her mouthpiece slash side piece is going to talk about how why is everybody so focused on Mia? Why is everybody because she got all this drama. Like she's bringing all this drama. It's like that's why everybody is focused on girlfriend. That's why everybody got something to say. It's just like you are sitting here being Miss Drama Queen. Oh, why is everybody looking at me? Because you got all this drama, girl. What are you talking about?
you know what's so interesting? So, we're a bunch of therapists, mental health professionals, and majority of us, but my guests are therapists and other mental health
Yeah.
professionals. Okay, we done called out what's going on with her, and she never ceases to disappoint. Like, oh my god, and everything that we've been talking about her this season. If you don't know what we've been talking about, please go back and watch the episodes because they're still relevant. She showed it. And now what I will say is I appreciate the fact that she's somewhat honest, you know what I mean,
Somewhat.
about her toxicity and her dysfunction. At the end, she did admit she got some ways, but I think my favorite part when her and Ashley were going back and forth, and she was talking about the kids and what was going on and how Gordon had taken the kids and all of that. They were in the store shopping and paying to be, and she was like, I don't know how to support you. And Mia said, well, don't. Yo. I was like, well, I kind of agree with Mia on that one.
this,
with
I
her on
mean,
that one.
because this is okay. So this is the thing. I know I got this background on. You might not be able to see my shade pan.
Look, that shit don't work. Background. It's hard to
It
see it.
don't.
It's getting lost.
Oh, it don't. Oh my god. Well,
I see the
but I can say
we gotta get rid of the virtual background if we want to see the shape. Okay.
I might have to. I might have to come out of it and everything. And but I this is what I will say though. That what Ashley said really deserved Mia's response because we all know that Ashley was not trying to be her friend. She was not trying to be supportive. She was trying to be in her business and she was trying to be judgmental. And that's why Mia was like, well, then don't because you're doing all this when the cameras are on and we're in a store. You could have put me to the side. You could have sent me a text message, anything you could have done rather than what she did, you know. But
And I
Mia
was,
really,
are they
she,
really friends? Because nothing about this ever. I did not think that they were friends. So I was like,
yeah,
bestie, and she's so concerned. Because when did that happen?
I mean, really, really, and honestly, yeah, totally. I've never even seen. I can't recall the two of them even doing an activity together,
Dang.
or anything like that. Nothing to the no, I can't recall that. So that's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, it's not. I think I would have reacted the same way if I was Mia too. Like, come on, stop playing, stop it, just stop. You're just doing this for the camera, and that's what it really is.
It was funny to me.
It was
It
funny,
was
and it really hurt Ashley's feelings, though.
funny
You
to me.
could tell. That's why she skedaddled and went out of there.
I was like, oh, it was not the response that you wanted. Oh, okay. Okay. You know, it was almost kind of like my 17-year-old that it don't have nothing to do with her, but then she'll insert herself so she can be the center of attention. I'm like, she told you what's going on with her kids, and that's supposed to be your friend, and you trying to help her. She does not want your help. Leave her alone. This is not about you. Don't make it about you.
But she did.
That was hilarious. Didn't she though? Like, come
She
on
did.
now.
She
We too
did.
old for that. Not about you. Not about you. But I took some notes because Lord, you know, I take my notes. All right, so Mia, yes, since it was all about Mia, I saw something on social media. I want to say this might have been last week that said that she broke up with Ink, co-parent
Ah,
Gordon. Did you see that?
yes, yes, yes.
What? So we going all of this back and forth between Link and Gordon and how horrible Gordon is and how good he is, holder, and he's a mania, and he done took the kids and ran off with him. And now she done broke up with Link, Lord, Ink, to now co-parents.
I kind of like how Karen calls him Apple Box,
Confused.
that, he's short and he has to stand on the Apple Box. I think if maybe instead of Link or Ink, we just stick with Apple Box, that might. So she done broke up with Apple Box to get back with Old Man Winter. And, I mean, that's really what happened here. But I don't know if it was ever a breakup. Maybe this was all just like for the show because she just came back at New Year's. I mean, several different social media platforms had Mia Thornton spends New Year's Eve with Gordon despite divorce rumors. I'm like, what? Like it just kept coming up like several different, I think it was like page 6, People magazine, like I'm like, girl, where's Ink? Where's Ink, the love of my life, Ink? Applebox, sorry, Applebox.
Him or did he break up with you? Because
I
I
mean,
mean, who we want to deal with all of this drama? Is it that good?
and And that's what I wonder. I mean, because it's just an interesting thing. That's a lot for a guy to deal with. You on TV, you tall, you got big feet, and then you still living like 2 floors down from your ex-husband and baby daddy and father of the kids and everything like that. And it's just like, so, like
That's petty
you a lot to deal
and
with.
shady. Oh, you got big feet. Wait, why did that come before? Why did that come before here, baby daddy? And her and baby
Because that's
daddy
what just
still have a, we don't know what's their relationship. Why did those two things come first?
because because I always think about when Gizelle read her, because Gizelle was talking about how Candace was talking about Mia's mama, and Giselle was like, she shouldn't talk about her mama. She can talk about Mia's hands and feet, and if she wants to talk about Mia, but don't talk about her mama because her hands and feet are actually quite large. And I was like, damn.
Sasquatch? Okay. Well, well. All right. So another thing. All right. So I saw that too. I was just like, okay, what's gonna come out at the reunion? Because this is real shady. Okay. Now back to Mia again. How about the scene with Miss Jacqueline? Why is okay? We need to just go on ahead and make Jacqueline.
Please
One of
don't.
the chicks didn't come. KJ, which one? One of them. She
Kay
didn't
was
even come on the
there. Kay was there. Jay was not.
the J one.
The J one
She
wasn't there.
wasn't there. Is there? And Jacqueline is spilling all the tea. Like, let's just keep her around because I'm sorry, experimenting with our friends. Because I don't know about y'all, but I didn't do that.
I
I did not experiment with my friends.
No, 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 no. I didn't. Now, no, but I am. I'm, as they say, a cisgender heterosexual woman and all this stuff. So I didn't do that. But Jacqueline and Mia did, and I wouldn't say it's unheard of. But this is the thing: you are hearing it from Jacqueline's mouth, and they're telling Jacqueline, "Shut up." Shut up. But it's not a secret because they've been doing this since they
That's
brought
my
this girl
thing.
out
It
here.
keeps coming
They've
up.
been like, listen, it just keeps coming up that her and
Why
Mia
does it
have
keep
gotten
coming
freaky
up? And
together. They
then
have gotten
hold
freaky
up
with other people. Yes.
with ink. And so
Yeah,
then
with him, but
Mia
then
tries to
also
clear it
with
up.
another, but really it was
Go
with
ahead.
another boyfriend too, because the thing about it is, like they said, oh, the boyfriend that she shared, and she was like, Ink, she was like, oh no, it wasn't Ink, it was somebody else. Like, okay, so this might be
Somebody
a
else.
common thing.
Now, how you, I understand. Jack, oh, that was like 20, 30 years ago. I don't remember. You don't remember
She
those
lying.
things? Because as old as I still remember what I did in my teens and spending.
Yeah, she's not telling the truth on that
And
one.
then Mia
But
is like, I wish Mia keeps saying, right, I wish Jacqueline would stop talking. But why you have her here talking?
because see, she want her to
Do
stop
you
talking.
want her to be your mouthpiece?
Exactly. Exactly. Like you can't control your mouthpiece. Like on the one hand, like why is she stop talking when she's telling your business? But then when she's sticking up for you, like, don't say this to me, then it's fine. Then it's okay.
Did you see that? I'm like, so Mia can't speak for herself. Why does she have to keep in and talking for Mia? Is this the nature of you all's
Yeah.
relationship? Like, what's really going on here? Like, can we just be honest? Can we just have them two sit down and let's talk about this once and for all? Let's just get it on out. What's going on here? I don't think it's
You
about
know,
Ink and Gordon. I think it's about Mia and Jacqueline.
oh, oh. I mean, it really, see, this is the thing about the housewife shows. You have to be able to be very cunning and very kind of like have a quick response. That's why Nene Leakes was great on the Real Housewives of
Yeah,
Atlanta. That's why Karen
yeah.
Huger, I love Karen. Karen has a quick response and a quick mouth and everything. If you don't have that, then you're not going to be able to get, and bumble with these bees because
Get your little
that's,
lick.
yeah, that's the truth. Like you see, like there was a season a couple seasons ago they went on a trip, and the girl Katie Roast, who was like part of season one, went on this trip with them. And like Ashley has a quick mouth, she has quick wit, she has quick response, and Ashley cut Katie down. Or like you look at like how when Candace was on the show and the quick retorts that Candace used to have, like that. I don't think Mia has a lot of drama,
Mhm.
so she's interesting, but she doesn't have those quick retorts. So it's like when they're going in at her, she's just sitting there like, somebody come say something. And that's when Mouthpiece jumps in. Mouthpiece is like, wait a minute, don't be talking about my Mia, and I'll be talking about her. And
Don't
that's
be
what
talking
happens.
about my Mia, Mama Mia.
Mama
Oh
Mia,
boy,
don't
I
do
was
it.
like, I was like, this is really interesting. Now, this is the other question that I have. If you all were in Mia's position, hearing what Gordon did, would you have been on the first plane out to, or would you have stayed and just tried to work it out like she did?
Um,
If you watching, I want to hear from you. What you think?
yes, yes, yeah.
You'd have been out?
I mean, I think I would have been out. I think I'd have just start ripping stuff off of me and throwing stuff and just putting stuff in a suitcase, and maybe just got my passport and my purse and just ran out the door, because it's like, what is going on? But then the whole thing, I don't know, because it's just like, oh, then Jacqueline makes a phone call and they're at this person's house, and they've been at this person's house the whole time. So is it, was it just that they weren't with him? Was it just that they weren't where they were supposed to be? What was it really? Was it that he wasn't answering her and
Mm-hmm.
everything? Like the whole thing. I don't know if it was a contrived story for TV and everything, but it's a scary thing when it does happen to parents, that you don't know where your kids
Yeah.
are.
I mean, not only that, but you're in another country. You don't know where your kids are and you're in another country. Like, I gotta think you would feel absolutely powerless. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And that would
Yeah.
bring on an extreme amount of fear and anxiety. And I can't imagine just staying there, getting dressed, having my face beat. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
so, I'm thinking to myself, happen? Or is there so much trauma going on all the time that this is the norm, that even though it's stressful enough for her to leave? You know
Mhm.
what I mean? Because
Yeah.
it just doesn't add up.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, and I think it's just like, I think it probably is both of those things. Like they said, two things can be true.
Yeah.
Is it like, like, is this a contrived story? Was it made to be a bigger thing than what it was? Or is this how she handles stress and everything? Or, was it just like, okay, I don't know where the kids are because they're supposed to be with Gordon, but Gordon is not answering me. But then it's
Mhm.
like all of a sudden, like we just make a phone call over to these people's house. Oh yeah, they here. Jackson calls the people's house and they're here. They've
Right.
been here all day. So why couldn't Mia do that? Maybe she couldn't do that because she was too busy, decompensating and just breaking down because they weren't with Gordon, and Gordon wasn't answering the phone. But either way, it just, all of it didn't show her in a good light, and it showed her like she,
It didn't.
it just didn't show her in a good light.
And you know what it is?
Hmm.
It's like you have a level of distrust for her already.
Yeah,
So it's like, that don't make sense. I don't really know if this is what really went down.
yeah.
So I'm sitting there, I'm like, I don't know. Something's rotten in Denmark. Thing when towards the end when Wendy was like, listen, I am really concerned for your kids. And that's what we've been saying all along this whole season. Like, we
Yeah.
are worried about the kids because this does not seem like the environment at all. And to put it on TV for the whole world see, like, it's bad enough if it's happening, but then to put it on, can go back and watch this and see what's going on.
Yeah. Yeah. It's just I mean, I feel, it's just a tough thing. I think about all the housewives shows that I've seen, and like, this is the thing, like, it's reality TV, is reality TV. And you will see occasional seasons and shows where, the women are drunk or something
Yeah,
like that, and they're falling in the bushes, and that doesn't look good for their kids. That really doesn't look good. But like, this is one of those seasons, I'm like, I kind of feel like how Gizelle and them were like, when Mouthby was talking, like, stop, 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 like, just stop saying
yeah,
stuff, because,
yeah.
like you said, the kids can go back and see all this stuff. Like, this is kind of, it just doesn't make her look good.
And it's the whole season. This whole back and forth between two dudes. Like, come on, what's happening here?
Well, I mean, this is what I will say. This is what I will say. Now, as a therapist, no judgment. Okay. That's what I will say, Avalaura. Honestly, as a therapist, no judgment. Because some people really are into polyamory too. And, and if that's what you do to float your boat, I get it. But I think also too, this is a bit confusing. Like, this is a bit,
This
because
is not, I was about to say, this is not that.
yeah, because like, also too, like, with that kind of polyamory, there are rules, there are
Yes.
guidelines, there are different
We all
things.
agree. We
All
all know
agree.
what we're doing,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
Like, it's not this confusing mess. It's just,
No.
this is a
And
mess.
also, and you see, even what, little Juju, the little girl, told her, like, please don't get married to Mr. Ink, and they want her to be with their daddy. And like, oh, that was kind of, put a little twinge on my heart when
Yeah,
she said it. She's so cute. And I said, okay, come on, man. Like,
yeah,
what is
yeah.
this?
It's a lot. And I'm listen, saying, right? As you do, as long as you're not hurting nobody, you're not hurting yourself. I'm all for helping you to live the life that you want to live. Messy, and there's too many people, you know, being hurt in the process,
Yeah.
especially the kids. So this is
Yeah.
not polyamory. This ain't no polyamory. I would no, no. We're not doing that. We're not
No.
doing that. We don't have our polyamory expert on today. But this ain't it. This is not it. But I agree with you. But yeah, I would love to hear y'all thoughts. Like, those of you watching, like, I see the numbers coming in, but nobody's saying anything. Feel free to comment. Let us know what your thoughts are. But that's been a hard watch for me. Like, as much as we like the messiness, right? It's definitely been hard seeing the kids in the middle and seeing and just knowing, she didn't have kids, and you know what? Listen, fly, do you? But oh, this is a lot.
Yeah.
So it'll
Yeah.
be interesting to see the reunion, because I'm really confused on the whole ink thing. Um, if now, are they gonna bring out Gordon and Ink?
That's a good question. Now, that's a very good question. Like, did you ever watch that show, How to Get Away with Murder?
Yeah,
And remember how, like, on that show, it was like this one was sleeping with this one in this season, and that one was sleeping with that one in that season. And at one point, I was like, I need a diagram to understand who is.
girl.
That's kind of how I feel. I'm like, I need a diagram
Oh
to
wow.
understand. So this season, she's with Ink, but
Yep.
then, she's going to go back with Gordon. And okay,
Meanwhile, Jacqueline's still hanging in there, waiting for her turn again.
wait.
She waiting for the get a little too drunk.
I mean, but according to Gizelle, how she saw them in the shower, it's just ongoing. It's just an
Listen,
ongoing
I
thing.
said, listen. She wait. Now you know that this for a little taste, and I'm gonna hang around and wait for the next one, because at some point you're gonna slip up and it's gonna come back. Jacqueline is
Yeah, I
hanging
mean,
in there, boy. She is more
maybe.
dedicated than the housewife.
Well, I mean, maybe when they go on vacation, that's who, you know how some people go on vacation and they have a
Girl,
boyfriend when they go
yes.
on vacation or a girlfriend when they, maybe
Yes.
that's what it is. Maybe their boyfriend and girlfriend on vacation. I don't know. It might be that, and that's why she always got to come on vacation with them.
Let's let's just bring it all out in the reunion. Let's talk about it. We got a lot to talk about. We got a lot to talk about.
Yeah.
You got some nerve talking about us as kids with all of this stuff going on. But anywho, we gonna get off Mia. We done said a lot about Mia.
Yes.
Like already almost half an hour to talk about Mia. But this is ridiculous. Okay, Jay, because it's gonna be real quick. She finally like we had not JK. Like we had a momentary lapse in her world. Okay, so her and Greg had been living together in a house together. Did you notice? I ain't notice.
I wonder if I cared. See, I really did. I wondered if I really, that's what it was for me. Because I think I told you, I even saw her on Watch What
Yeah.
Happens Live. And I was like, I want to care. I'm trying to care. I'm setting myself up to care. And it's very hard to care. And so, that's the problem. But yeah, I thought it was funny that she definitely is shady because like how little Miss Stacy made that whole big thing
Oh, right. Oh,
about
the
coming to
imitation thing, girl.
yeah, Stacy made a big thing to come in and talk to her as her former roommate, trying to connect with her
Mm-hmm.
that way. And then they start playing this game after two shots of tequila, and she want to imitate Stacy and everything, and and how Stacy is an over apologizer. And
I didn't
so
even. What was so interesting is I didn't even realize Stacey had done all of that until they brought all this together. I was like, she does apologize. Hmm.
yeah.
Okay. And I want to know what's this thing next week where there's gonna come up about her marriage. You saw that? Oh.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, Stacy on the phone with TJ, and she said at the end of the conversation, "I love you," and hung up about this one because I really need her to leave TJ alone. Okay,
This
I
is
really need TJ to go bye bye. And I'm like, what does he say back? Does he say I love? What's really happening here?
I need us to decide among the ladies when we're going to have official bonnet day. When we're going to come in, all of us, in honor of TJ, and have on our bonnets and do the show in our bonnets in commemoration of TJ. That's what I really need.
Are,
But
are we are
the
we
thing
throwing?
about it,
We letting him go? Is that the release of TJ? Like, is this what we're gonna be doing this
maybe I
for?
don't know. As long as because they might bring him to the reunion. That's the thing. Or maybe
They
for the
probably
reunion we'll do
will.
it. Yeah,
They
maybe for the
probably will
reunion
bring him.
we could be we could do our bonnet thing for the reunion and everything. But I think that what I really think, I think this guy is her friend. I do. I think this guy is her friend, her buddy, has been her friend, her buddy for years and years and years. I think he is, like my mother used to say, I don't think he's no more attracted to her than a man in the moon. I just don't think so. I don't think that he wants to be with her. I don't think anything like that. I think that, maybe she came on the show and she had to have a little storyline more than getting a divorce. So she's like, well, I'm dating this guy, but the guy won't have sex with me. Yeah, because he don't like you. So that's why he won't have sex with you. And so, and then also maybe the ex-husband is watching this and she's trying to make him jealous because he seems to have really moved on. But like
Mm.
he don't like her. She's a beautiful girl. And like, I mean, kind of like how
She
Gizelle,
really like. I told you I like
yeah,
awkward.
yeah, yeah. You see,
Okay, I like
she
Stacey.
walking down the streets in Panama and and people coming
Listen,
out the
along with
doorways
the
and
girl, well, hold on, huh? Along with the Godiva goddess, okay, getting all the attention. The Godiva goddess. Hey, Wendy, go ahead. Yeah, Stacey looks good. She looked better than some of the other
She
ones. She
really
looked
does.
good.
She takes care of herself. You could tell and everything. She's a great looking woman. And I kind of feel like Giselle and Karen told her, like, girl, move on. And even her auntie told her, like, girl, go do something else. Like, go talk to somebody else that's really trying to see you. But it may be, thinking clinically, it may be a safe space for her right now. She may not be ready, just because sometimes,
I don't think she
yeah,
is ready.
she just may not be ready, and that's fine. That's fine. She got you. If she was with the same person, I think for like what she said, 16 years, she was married to this
Yeah,
man.
at least.
So that's a long time, and you
Yeah,
created a
she not
person,
ready.
and no,
Yeah, she's still gotta find Stacey again.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah, because all that I was like, oh yeah, yeah, she gotta find herself again. Because don't nobody need to be apologizing that much to anybody. Like I mean, that's
mm,
just we need to stop that. Like that's a
no,
part of her vocabulary at this
and,
point. And
and these are people, like I said, and how Ashley got down on that Katie Roast woman. You gotta be careful with these women. You can't be soft with them and everything because they'll come for the jugular. I mean, that's what this TV program is about. And you apologizing to them.
oh, they
I
they
remember.
they really are coming. Oh my god, there was a lot of shade thrown. Okay, so it was I, there's something I want to say about Mia, but I'm gonna wait because we done spent too much time with her. But the comment that Jacqueline made about Karen about the alcohol, she was like, "We're not driving. Like, basically, you can drink if we're not driving." Girl,
Yeah, she, high or low, is going to try to engage Karen, and Karen is not thinking about that woman. She is going to, she trying to engage her nice. She trying to engage her mean. She just trying to engage her, and Karen is sitting there like, I am sober and I am around this girl and I do not want to blow up on this girl. I don't want to do it. And so, that's what I see. Karen is just like, please, and she don't feel safe drinking around them. Like she said, she ain't doing sobriety. She just ain't doing it with them because she don't trust her or none of them girls.
like, I mean, that was just some places are just too low. That was low. That was low. That's a little. That's a little bit low. But to your point of how these women will come for you, okay? No limits, no boundaries. All right, they will come for you. She came for her.
She
But
did.
yeah, let me stay on Karen for a minute. So I won't. I'll certainly bring it up. What you think of the slob knob? First of all, who the hell uses that term? Cause it's 2025. What? Can we just call it what it is? But anyway, all this cold language, like if you're gonna talk about it, then talk about it. Slob knob.
Yeah, I think that overall in general, when they have any kind of conversations about sex, although they may disagree, they are civil conversations. And I like that. And they're funny conversations.
They bring them together. The unity.
That's the unit. Like if they're, because like they all may be at dinner and talking about something with sex and it'll turn into something funny. Or they had like some kind of sex thing with like lingerie and I think like last season it was the season when Ashley's husband was suing Candace, and they were talking.
I didn't.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Yeah, I didn't
but
see
they were
that.
talking about sex and they got him.
Was that the one though that they showed in the clip? Like when
Yes,
because they did show a
yes,
clip. Okay.
yes, yes, and see that they were talking but they got along. Nobody was fussing,
Yeah.
nobody
That's a good
was at each
point.
other's throat. So I
Good
think
point.
that's the thing, like they can talk about that and laugh
So
and
sex is
joke
the
and
great
all this other.
equalizer.
It's a great equalizer. So, yes, talk about that. But it was funny. The thing that they gave Wendy at first, I was like, is that a sex toy? But it turned out to be a bird whistle and everything. Like,
Weird. No, it was a vapor thing. It was a what you call it? Smoke to smoke in the ashtray.
Oh, really? That's what it was?
Yes, yes. And she thought it was a
Oh,
dildo. Yeah.
I thought it was something like that too. And then I stopped looking, I turned my head away and everything. But that's what it was. It was something that you smoke like
Mm-hmm.
tobacco out
I
of.
mean, honestly, it was better than them ugly hats. What the heck was them
I
ugly
wish that
pig
this could
hats?
come
I
up
don't
so
even know
bad. I
Wendy,
really
and I
wish
knew
that.
Wendy was never gonna wear them hats ever. Okay, ever.
Yeah. Those are hats for a fashion show at Leisure World, which is a those watching outside of the DMV. Leisure World is a 55 and over community, and so
Facts.
if there was a fashion show there and we were to give them those hats, they'd be like, "This is
That
pretty," and everything. But
yeah,
yeah,
yeah. They asked
I
Wendy. They said, "Will you ever wear those?" She was like, "No,
no, but and that's going to come up
no."
at the reunion. That's going to come up that Wendy said she wasn't going to wear them hats. But it's kind of it's the thought that counts.
No, it's not. No, it's not. No, we too old for that. Like, you don't have to like me, but we on this show together for how many seasons? You don't know my taste by now. And listen, if you don't get something that you think I'm gonna like, then just give me some damn money or something. Or you know what? Take me out to dinner. Take me out to don't do that.
Well,
Don't do that.
when we wrap up at 9, I'm sorry, viewers. I can't share this story on camera, but when we wrap up at 9, I have a funny story to tell you about a gift, a really funny story about a gift. But I got to share it with you when we wrap up in about 15 minutes.
Okay.
But I will say this, no, I wouldn't wear that hat either. I mean, I would give it to a senior friend of mine. I would do that. That's what
Would y'all wear the hat watching? Let me
I would do.
that one that Karen gave and the other one that Gizelle gave Wendy. Wear those hats. Those of you watching, thanks for tuning in. Keep watching. Looking forward to your comments, your questions. If you got anything to say, what did you think of this night? What do you think of all the Mia? And the Panama trip? I want to hear from you all. There's quite a few people watching, so let us know you here. Let us know you watching. Let me know what you thought. But yeah, the shade was real. Okay, so I'm gonna get back to Mia because I somehow forgot. Something I forgot. She, oh, just like that. Woof, woof, woof. Okay, I know what it was. So Kay in the court case. That was the other
Yes.
thing that I forgot. So they talked about Kay in the court case, and they talked about the fact that
And I think,
I think my
but I'll
internet
be
went
back.
out.
I can hear you.
Yeah.
I can hear you. Okay. So you said, yeah, Kay in the court case with Cookie Monster. That's okay. So I think Ava Laura's going to come back. Um, and I think she is back. But Ava Laura, as you were coming back, I was summarizing for the fans. Kay in the court case with Cookie Monster, aka Deborah.
Thank you for that. Yeah. So what do you think if you're going to sue civilly? That's because you want some money, right? So why would you do a civic suit against somebody who has no money?
I don't know. And the thing about it is, too, if you have an attorney representing you, you would think that the attorney would think about that too. The attorney would be like, what are we doing
Right.
here? What are we in for? What is really going on here? How much do we stand? Is this worth my time? Attorneys these days are like,
Well, they don't care because they're going to get paid.
that's
But is
true.
it worth my time to pay them?
Because it's really sometimes
Because they get paid regardless.
they get paid regardless, but a lot of times, it's a percentage. So it's like if you say, like, maybe you win, Deborah might be okay. there is a guy on the internet called the Full Monty, and whenever he talks about
Mhm.
ASAP Rocky and Rihanna, he talks about how
Mhm.
Rihanna is a bald head billionaire, but then he talks about how ASAP Rocky is a thousandaire. Deborah strikes me as a
Mhm.
thousandaire. So, like, you're gonna sue
Mhm.
Deborah, who's a thousandaire, for you might get $10,000. The attorney might take about 20%. Yeah.
Girl, my petty is not that strong. I can't be that petty. I really love my peace. And I'm like, why are
Yeah.
you doing this? Now, in your opinion, because again, I didn't see it. In your opinion, is it worth her suing this woman for whatever?
I think at the very least, for a criminal case, the way that everything went down, that Deborah could stand to do some community service. She could stand to go to the
Okay.
recycling plant on Saturday and separate the bottles, maybe pick up some trash on the roadway, whatever it is. But, she could stand to do a little community service for starting that fight, because it's like, you hit that girl and she got a permanent scar on her forehead. Like, that's not okay. Like, what's wrong with you
Okay.
that you out of
Okay.
control? And because what? Because Wendy and Candace are talking about you. Talk about them back. But you went and did all that, and now you done scarred this girl's forehead up. So you might, you know, you Cookie Monster acted
Okay.
like a monster. So you really might have to go, and I might see you on the highway with an orange vessel and picking up some trash. She might stand and have to do something like that.
I can see that.
Like, really.
Well, on that note, okay, civilly, yes. I mean, criminally, yes. Civilly, not so much.
Yeah.
Not so much.
Yeah.
No, not so much. We want our peace. I know what it was about Mia. This is what I found interesting. This whole time, right? I thought that so Mia and Gordon, they're still married, right? And they're going through a divorce. They're not divorced, right? They're going through a divorce.
Yes.
Okay. So, and these are Gordon's kids.
Yes.
I thought they both had custody of the kids.
I
I did not know until this episode that she has full custody of the kids.
That's why I don't know if that to be true. I don't know if that to be true, because usually, like, that kind of thing, well, they're going through the divorce is not finalized, and before the divorce happens, they do come up with a custody agreement. That is true. That is really
Yes.
true, that they can come up with a custody agreement while they're still doing the divorce process. But I think that, considering that, if he would have somehow kind of like disregarded the custody agreement, then that would be a real
Mm-hmm.
legal issue, you know, because it's just like, you
Mm-hmm.
have full
I,
custody and you're taking my,
thank you.
yeah,
Said, wait a minute, hold up.
yeah,
I'm thinking
yeah,
it's they daddy. He done took them now without your permission or whatever. You didn't. But wait, you mean to tell me you have full custody and he's going around doing this? He never needs to see them again,
right,
or he can see them with visitation. I, what are we doing here?
right, yeah, yeah. I mean, I'm saying part of the story, things in the story don't make sense. Like, she has full
At
custody.
all.
Why did they let the children go with him in the first place? Like that kind of thing. Why did this become a legal issue? Is she, because, like, Karen obviously had full custody of her son, and that's why when her ex-husband took her son, she drove 3 hours and all that other kind of stuff, because he shouldn't have taken her son, and that's why she could have the police with her as she go. I'm sorry, I'm having like a hot flash. That's why she could go, and everything like that, to the ex-husband. and run up on them. But
Right.
like, yeah, like that's why I said I don't know. But all that also is too, when you are going through a divorce and you get like those custody arrangements and all that stuff drawn up, the lawyer draws it up and files it with the court, and you have to pay for that.
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. This is the thing. I'll
It makes no sense. And if you have full custody, why are you trying so hard to co-parent with him? You don't need to co-parent with him. You
no,
just tell him what to do.
really, really. I don't.
What are we doing?
Yeah, I don't think. I mean, the whole situation. If I'm being honest, it strikes me as the type of thing of like, okay, she told Gordon, I don't want to be with you no more right now. I want to be with Ink. I'm going to divorce you. I don't think she has met with a lawyer. I don't think she has drawn up a custody agreement. I don't think none of that is happening. And that's why, you know, and that's why she was able to go and spend New Year's Eve with him and be right back with him. I don't think nothing legal is happening at this time. Not a darn thing. I don't know. Because the other thing about
You
it,
know, that's a good point because when you're going through a divorce, your lawyer will tell you not to do that back and forth. That
yeah,
will count against you in the divorce proceedings,
yeah,
right?
yeah,
Because the judge is going to ask you, like, when was the last time y'all were together?
yep, yep, absolutely. Absolutely. The judge is going to ask you, how long have you lived apart from the person? Can you prove that you lived apart
Yep.
from the person in a separate residence?
Yep.
Like all this kind of, that's why I'm like, yeah, okay. I think this is made for TV. I mean, that's what I think though.
Okay. Okay. All right, we on the same page because I was like, wait a minute. When they said that, I said, hold up. This whole time she got full custody
No, she
and
don't.
we doing all this back and forth.
No, they primarily live
We
with
doing
her. I mean, that's the thing. Like they primarily
and
live.
then she's trying to act powerless like she can't do nothing. What?
Yeah, I that's what I
I'm
think.
over it.
I'm over it. I think they primarily live with her. They go down to maybe daddy's house after school, or he maybe picks them up. And all. I don't think it's any kind of written on paper filed with Montgomery County Court custody agreement. I don't think so.
You know we could find it if we wanted to.
Uh, remember how when you asked me about Kay and I made that face about caring
Yeah.
and like, do I care?
No, I don't care either. I said if we wanted to. If y'all want to, if somebody out there is nosy enough, you can look and find it and you can let us know. Because I'm not gonna go looking. I'm not. But
Okay.
you all might want to.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm telling you because
I got too much to do, okay?
the whole thing is, remember, okay, Nene Leakes and how Nene Leakes was married to like that man Greg.
Mhm. You said that man, Greg.
Yeah, God rest his soul.
Yes, I remember.
God rest his soul, because Greg has passed on and left us. But and it was like this
Yes,
thing,
yes,
like
yes,
Nene
yes.
and Greg got separated, got a divorce. Okay, got a divorce. Okay, but then
Yeah,
Nene and Greg got remarried on TV, and it was a big TV
yep,
wedding and all this kind of stuff. Okay, but
yep.
then Nene talked about her and Greg. Oh, me and Greg been together for 30 years. What about the divorce? What about the year that y'all was divorced and all this other kind of stuff? And y'all wasn't together. No, me and Greg been together for 30 years. That's what I'm saying. I'm like, what are y'all talking about? I think that this is a Nene Leaks. That's what this
I
is.
got you. I got you.
This is a
Okay.
Nene Leaks.
Okay. I got you. Just not as messy, but yeah. Or excuse me, messier. Um, okay. I got you. Well, you listen, I guess we'll see. These are questions that I have for the reunion. Because they're probably not gonna get answers. I need the reunion because I need to know what in the world is going on. Are they divorced? Are they not divorced? Does she have custody? Does she not have? What's going on with the kids? What's going on with her Jacqueline? What's going on? Be interesting for me. Anything else, Mia?
Uh, anything else real? Nothing real. Oh, you know what? I we can end it on this nice note. I do think that Karen and Gizelle deep down do love each other, like Wendy said, and they act like an old married couple. Because that was very
That
cute.
was cute.
That
That
was
was cute.
very cute how she
Yeah,
ordered her food for her at the table and everything. And she's looking out for her girl. And, and that's how it is with friends. We get on each other's nerves, but in the end, we got each other's backs. So I thought that was really cute.
absolutely. And I will say, I love seeing them in Panama. Like, I want to go to Panama. I
Me
love
too.
seeing the culture. I loved all the dresses, even though they were hot. I was like, dang, are they all going through menopause? Like, what is happening here? Like, how hot is Panama? Because they was really doing it with the fans this week.
Yes, yes. Well,
So, what is really going on here?
this is my thing. Like when they were on the Sprinter van, they had the fans. And when they were in the restaurants, they had fans. I'm like, ain't no air condition. See, I don't know about going to a place where there's no.
It might
Really?
not be.
Oh,
It might not be like, in certain places, obviously in a hotel, and there should be in a Sprinter van, but like some of the local eateries and stuff like that, they might not have
that's
it.
true. Yeah, then I might not be able to visit because I am.
Oh, listen. You bring the little fans with you, the little electric fans.
Yes,
You
yes.
just bring one of those.
I would have to, and it has to spit
I was
water.
like, okay, I could do this. I love the culture. Like, I love at least going to some places like where you actually can see the culture. And I know Panama is a hot spot right now. There's a lot of Black expat communities. We talk
Mhm.
about it on my podcast, Black Women Leave America. So you can also check that out on YouTube as well. Panama is one of the hot spots right now. So I love seeing them there. I love seeing the culture. I love when they on
Yes.
vacation, semi getting along, right? I wonder how the heck Jay, like, but I don't care enough. But how does she get out of it? Because I thought you had to go on vacation. Like, I thought you had to go on all the trips. She's not on like any of the trips.
Yeah, I think it's on a contractual basis. Like so they probably were like, well, on this one we can bring along one friend, and the friend is Messy Jacqueline. So because Kay is a friend, so it's no Jay is a friend. Sorry, Jay is a friend. So it's
Jay's a
just
friend. I thought she was a
no
housewife.
Jay. Kay is a housewife, and Jay is a friend.
Girl, I'm so confused. Okay, I thought Jay was a housewife
No,
too.
no, no, no,
Okay,
no.
well then that makes sense. All right.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. Okay. Thank you for that. Because I was like, how in the heck did she not show up at the trips? And just she was at the other trip and had to leave and came back. So I was like, how did
Yes.
she not? Okay, so if she's not officially one, then that makes sense.
No,
Okay.
she's just a
Thank you
friend.
for that.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So it is nice to see the sisterhood part of it, the little bit that we get. It's nice to see the sisterhood part of it. It's nice to see them getting along. It's nice to see them all dressed up and getting a little tension. Stacey, thank you. And the Godiva goddess. Okay.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something.
Yeah.
Wendy's complexion was complexioning. Okay. She was looking good in
Yes.
Panama. I said, okay, with the nice chocolate skin. She
Yes.
was doing it.
Yes. Yes. I think this is
So
like and oh and like I'm getting ready to hop off of here, Avalor, but I will say this: this is the best that I've seen them look going on any trip anywhere. All of them. I think
really,
so. I think so. I think
okay,
they all look great.
okay.
I think they all looked happy. They all looked healthy. Karen's little blue dress when they went out for the evening. I was like, girl, that's cute, Karen. Go ahead. All of them. I like Giselle's dress. I like Wendy. I am part of the Miss Chocolate Girls of America. I love it. So, like, I think they all look great. They really did. But, and so I am glad that they are doing their liberation vacation.
Liberation. I was like, I don't know how much of a liberation this is, but you know what? I'll take it. Um, so on that note, we'll see because looks like we'll be continuing with liberation in Panama next week. So we'll see what happens because it looks like something is going to happen with Stacey, or at least something talking about her in the soon to
Oh,
be egg. So
yeah.
we'll see what. Yeah, it looked like she was, having a kind of come to Jesus moment or something with them. So we'll see what that's about. But y'all, we will see y'all next week. Again, if you catch us on the replay, feel free to comment because I will be monitoring the comments. Keep watching us. We'll be back next Monday for Messy Mondays at 8 p.m. Eastern. Until then, peace.
Bye, everybody.